When it comes to dating after divorce, I just want to tell you, you have so much leverage and so many options, I can't even tell you. I was on a one-on-one call with a client today, and she was like, I have like 5 guys that are asking me out on a date. Like, what do I even do? What do I even say? Do I go out with them? Like, what? Do I pick one? I'm like, no, don't pick one. Don't pick all of them. Like, I mean, do you feel like they're worthy of your time? And she was like, yeah. I was like, go on the fucking dates. Listen, we got to get you to practice detachment, meaning you go out on a date fully knowing you're never going to talk to this person again.
This has got to be the worst advice ever. And this is why you never take advice from women, especially if you are a woman. The last thing you should do is take advice from another woman, much less a divorced woman. Now you know why this chick is divorced. Her poor ex-husband, that he had to put up with this. And sadly, you know that she was probably the one who ended that relationship. But here she is telling other women to practice detachment. Like, go out on dates fully knowing that you're never going to talk to this person again. I mean, yet, I guarantee if you ask them what they're looking for a guy who will invest in them. A guy who is emotionally available for me. Yet, you don't want to be emotionally available for him. You want to keep this detachment so you can protect your fragile little self in all of this. Sad.
And the reason why we need to get practiced at this is so that you know that you always have options. That's like an internal belief system. Like, I'm not desperate. I always have options.
I always have options. You are a divorced 30-plus year old female, right? Already, hate to break it to you, your options are limited based on reality, right? Based on statistical evidence that and studies that they've done on divorced people, especially divorced women, right? After divorce, I believe your second divorce, you are 65% more likely to get divorced again. And if you get married again, the third time you get married is going to be like 75 to 80% more likely to be divorced. This is why you do not want to marry people who have already been divorced. Especially if you have been divorced, say your ex-wife divorced you, try not to hook up with another divorced person, right? Find somebody who's never been married. I will never marry somebody who's been divorced. That's me. Also, I believe that's in the Bible. For you Christians out there, or Catholics, it says not to marry people who are divorced, right? I think even God knew. But here you go, divorced woman speaking like a divorced chick.
Kind of like how I felt when my boss told me the other day that I probably wouldn't be able to find another job because it's a bad time to find another job in tech. But he has no idea that I actually have a job offer already lined up that I can negotiate the start date at any time.
Wow, what a great loyal employee. Just the type of person you want working for you. I wouldn't even want to be friends with this chick, right? This chick is all about herself, okay? Unfortunately, like most modern females, they're all about me. And you notice whenever we cover these chicks and we cover their little rants on TikTok or IG or wherever we pull these videos from, you notice that they're all their requirements boil down to, at the end of the day, when it comes down to brass tacks, all their requirements boil down to is fulfilling their own needs. Not coming into a relationship to give, but coming into a relationship to get, right? To take. They're not givers, they're takers. Let me hit this light. I mean, talk about selfishness in its purest form. This chick is the pure definition of selfish. If you go into your dictionary, go to your Webster's dictionary and open it up, look for the word selfish, you'll see a picture of this chick like, all right. Let's see.
And I'm like, dude, I already have options. Also, I have a business. Like, I always have options. And that's...
Hey, somebody needs to call our boss. Show him this video.
What happens when you live the money before men lifestyle. You create a pathway of options for you in every area of your life.
That's great. Yet I bet she would be the first in line to complain when and if the men in her life were being told the same thing. Okay, cover your ears, potty mouth here.
It's so fucking powerful. So if you're
so classy.
dating after divorce, I need you to like look yourself in the mirror and be like, we are practicing detachment right now. And the more you get good at that, the better your picker, the better your selection process, the better your confidence, and the...
That's not confidence, honey. That's called insecurity. Okay? You gotta just shake your head whenever these chicks mistake confidence with insecurity, right? You notice it's like these chicks do not understand what confidence means. Practicing detachment from people so you can protect yourself is not confidence. That's insecurity.
More acquainted with what you actually want and what that looks like in a partner actually is. You just gotta practice. It's what I like to call 10 pieces of pizza. It's a whole module in Money Before Men. A whole fucking module. Because it's fun. And it's great. And it's just, overflowing with your confidence. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Also, my wait list is in my profile. You can go ahead and add your name to it anytime. We're starting in like a month, so you better get on it. Get in the car, let's go.
So, thing about this chick is when you do this to people and you behave in this way where you are just essentially using them to see what you could get out of the relationship while you keep yourself detached, you're just going to attract people like that, right? You're going to attract people like yourself. So she's just going to attract men who are just going to use her for what? What's between her legs, right? I mean, she's not bad looking. I mean, even with that mouth, a lot of dudes will hop in the sack with this chick, right? And raw dog and all that, everything else. Yak up all over her, but none of these dudes, at least any quality guys, which is what these chicks are looking for, the higher tier guys, are ever going to commit to her. Because high value men do not commit to people like this, right? That are just... They're just terrible. I've always said this about modern women. They're just not good people at the end of the day. They're just not. But she wants to attract a guy who is good. Gotta love it, right? Gotta love it. All right, let's go on to the next one.
So here's how I learned how to meet my own needs after divorce.
Here we go.
So I'm that girl
See,
that
what did she say?
From the time-
What did she say? We were just talking about this, guys. She goes, so after my divorce, here's how I learned how to meet my own needs. See, when it comes to these modern females, it's all about me. Me, me, me. That's their favorite little tune, right? Me, me, me. It's never about what value they can offer to the other party, to their partner, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, even in a friendship, right? It's not even about it's always me. I notice guys aren't like this, right? I mean, especially guys that come to me after divorce or some really harsh breakup, and they're trying to learn like pickup or game or social skills, and they're like, what can I do to better myself? Look at my profile. What can I do to work on me? And it's always about like I want to be the best man I can for the next person who comes along, and I want to make sure that I don't make this mistake again, and so that she doesn't leave, and I want to make sure that the girl is feeling fulfilled. I notice that with guys. We want to give, right? We want to make sure that the other person's taken care of, even before ourselves. How many times have you heard, like, somebody talking about their dad? Might even be your own dad. I mean, my dad would do this, right? It's like, his dad would give the shirt off his back, right? Like, his dad would give his last dime to this person if he really needed it. It's always, you notice they're always referring to a man. How many times have you heard like, his mother would give the shirt off her back, or that female would give her last penny to some stranger? No, you don't hear it. It's always a dude, right? Because we are givers, right? Women are takers. Well, modern women mostly, but you see it on full display. Look, this chick just got out of divorce already. Wait, I gotta fill my needs. Me. There we go.
I learned how to meet my own needs after divorce. So I'm that girl that was in relationships from the time she was 14 years old until at 31.
Poor guys.
I looked at my husband and I was like, peace out, dude. I'm going to go do me now. But
See? I mean, she just ended a marriage. Peace out, dude. Time for me again. it's so sad. The selfishness, right? The selfishness. And, and when you get married, I'm assuming she probably had a traditional marriage where you're told for better or worse, through thick and thin, right? Through health and sickness.
Me long after leaving my marriage to just find the next guy. The thing was, the next guy was a lot younger, and I knew that it wasn't going to last forever. He looked at me the same way. It was a casual thing. But ending that casual thing, that's when it got really hard. Casual guy and I are still great friends, but separate.
AKA, he's still banging her. That's what that means, guys. Oh, they're still friends? He's still banging her.
That meant me going out on my own emotionally for the first time since I was 14 years old. So when that casual thing ended and I was like, okay, Jade, we're doing this. We're going to learn how to just fulfill.
Her name's Jade. Should be Jezebel.
Our own needs.
There she goes again, talking about me, my needs. You notice that too, FYI, is like when I see videos of divorced guys on social media, whether it's TikTok or IG, these guys are heartbroken, man. These guys, I almost feel like calling the suicide hotline for some of these guys. They look like they're ready to jump off a cliff. These guys are crying. They're brokenhearted. They're talking about how, I need to do some self-reflection. I don't know what went wrong. They're trying to fix themselves, so they could be a better man. Again, am I getting 7 months of mastery, son? And you see the women who got divorced, they're doing these TikToks where they're dancing, or they're doing something just retarded, or if they are doing any kind of like introspection, they are talking about, this is what I need to do for me now. Me. Yeah, screw him. I don't care if he's hurting me. It's so sad, like the level of selfishness.
I went through at least a 6 to 8 month span where I was very angry at men.
And you know what? She's going to continue to be angry with men. She's not going to get over this. She's DG. This chick is beyond damaged.
Very angry. Because in my world, in my life, they've basically been a conflict.
Like every other sentence is me, in my world, my life, mine, me, oh, dude, other people exist, right, outside of yourself.
Let down, not all of them, but a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And during that
I guarantee she has a therapist.
Very angry phase that I had, I still, in my head, was thinking, I still need to find a partner, and that, the search hadn't ended. The problem is, when you centralize your focus on finding a relationship, you settle way too easily. You settle for trash. Because you're still in that headspace where it's like, it's better to have someone than nobody at all. So one day it hit me. I didn't know who I was. I had been a stay-at-home mom. Still
don't know who you are, but we know who you are. Right, guys?
For years, and everything had just been focus on the kids and everything. And one day I was like, I don't even know what I like. I don't know what I like to do. When it hit me that if I just took the energy and the focus that I had put on men and focused it on learning new skills, cultivating friendships with good boundaries with men, and traveling or doing what it is that I want to do.
You could have done that with your husband. That's what a marriage is. That's why you get married too, is because your partner becomes your best friend, and you do stuff like that together.
It was revolutionary. And one of the things that I've noticed is that as I focus on just doing me...
There we go again. Just focus on me. All I want to do is focus on me. The level of self-obsession with this chick... Man, it's sad.
And being the best version of me, I attract some of the best men. I have multiple deep friendships with men.
She has deep friendships with men? Really? Do you really think those guys are your friend?
Who I trust and respect men who have shown me that they're not all like the ones from my past. And my secret to navigating all of this now is that all of the men that I meet are friend-zoned. All of them. Because I truly believe that my perfect person will be a friend first. And that my perfect person will come to me with honesty and say, this is how I feel about you, and ask if I will be his partner.
Okay, this chick is just beyond delusional. I mean, what modern woman isn't these days? This is nothing new. However, just to quip on her little friend thing, honey, when you friend zone these guys, and especially when these guys find out that how quickly you slept with other guys, they may stay in your friend zone because they still want to have sex with you, but now they're carrying resent, right? Guys who are in a woman's friend zone are pretty resentful, right? They're pretty resentful. They just stick around because they haven't slept with her yet. But as soon as they do, then you'll see the real them, right? I mean, you know... Let's keep going.
So even though I'm such a romantic at heart and I really want love...
No, you don't want love. You want somebody to cater to you 24/7 and be at your beck and call. That's not love, honey. That's selfishness.
My primary focus is not relationships.
This chick is just... All right, let's go on the last one.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Oh,
automated
here we go. Here's a divorced dude. Typical divorced guy on IG. He's sitting there crying.
Hey, I just wanted to see how you were doing. It's been a while since we last talked, and I ran into your mom the other day, and she told me you were doing great. It was nice to see her. I've been thinking a lot about you lately. I miss you. Call me back.
So yeah, I mean, here's a chick who divorced the poor guy, and now that she's gotten ran through by dudes on the dating apps, and then she realized that nobody wants a 40 or 50-year-old, used up divorced woman, and she can't compete with the 18-year-olds. Oh, let me hit up my ex-husband. I'm sorry I left. I want my husband back. Let me hit him up. And this poor sap doesn't have any game. He's overweight. He's probably not. It's probably not going. He doesn't have any options. So he's probably going to consider taking her back, right? And this funny when I hear this little message of hers. I was getting the same type of messages from my ex in 2006 after she totally just crushed my heart. That summer, it was the worst summer I ever had. I was just so I was just so down the dumps like this dude. However, when she came crawling back like this woman did and started reaching back out to me, I didn't sit there and look at my phone and go, oh yeah, all those times we shared together. No, the only thing I could think about was the dude that she hopped in the sack with, and it didn't work out, and then she tried to come back to me. So I was like, F you, no. You know why? Because I knew I was a pickup artist, and I knew I had skill. I was down in the dumps, but I started going out again. And then that chick ended up stalking me online for like 3 years, just waiting for the opportunity to try to get back with me, and I never took her back. And she just watched me party my ass off and date like all sorts of beautiful women, younger women than her, hotter women. And I mean, to this day, she's still not over it, man. And I didn't have to take her back. But, a lot of dudes, they take the chick back. This guy, fortunately, he's going to take her back. Sad, sad, sad. As always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to add, anything I might have missed, any experiences, any stories you want to share, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you there. As always, this is M from the 33 Secret signing out. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm since they don't like me teaching you guys this stuff, and I'm going to continue doing it anyway. And if you want to support my work, best way to do that, just jump into 7 Months of Mastery, son. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me, so take advantage of it. And it's the best way to support my work, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.